on the speaker you can see a little bit of the lip of a circular starboard, and that was because, again, the previous owner had a very little attention to detail, so he cut the holes massively big, and so I had to come up with something, you know, to make it look decent and match and work. So looks okay. I didn't have anything special to cut those out with, so I milled them out with a router. So they do their job, but I'm sure you'll probably think of something different. So I want to give you a good look at the dash, and this is the reason why you can't get a much bigger unit. If you look at the side, you'll see the dash comes down where the HDS and the VHS mounted, and then you've got this little angle where it comes down. So it's not a straight, you know, if you had that straight dash, you could probably put any size unit you wanted in there. But you've got a little bit of an angle there that sort of makes it difficult to flush mount. So kind of tricky. I'll try to show you from the other side as well. So yeah, you see it comes down, and then you've got this angle again, and then it goes down to where the steering wheel is mounted. So the gauges are here, and the units are here. So I think you'll probably be fine to get that 4208 in there. It probably should work well. So going under the console, you got this door here. Nothing, it actually was a pretty expensive door, believe it or not. Opens up. I got a bunch of crap in there, life jackets. We'll take these life jackets out for the time being. So I'm about 6'3", about 260 pounds. So I just lay in the bottom of the boat, and this opening is big enough for me to get my body in here. And then you can see this is the oil tank here. This is just wiring that I don't have buttoned up. Oil tank, battery, the battery cables run up along this. I have them tidied up nicely over here to the back of the battery switch. So I've got a fuse block in here, which has everything running to. You got a little bit of spot here on this wood that I've got glassed in here to mount something else if you'd like. And you can see up under there, that's looking at the back of the HDS and the back of the Raymarine and all the wiring and stuff. It's not exceptional. I didn't, you know, do an exceptional job at the wiring, but it is neat and tidy. And you can see here, you know, the pipe coming up, and all the wires coming up here bundled. Pretty good. So it's there's a throwable life preserver there, and you need that in Maryland. Those are your hydraulic hoses to the back of the helm. There's a warning buzzer under there. So we come back out. You've got, you know, a good amount of room under there if you're not putting, if you're not going to put life jackets. So yeah, I hope that helps. And as you see, I glassed in that piece of wood where the battery cables are on. It's just a strip of wood. It's glassed over so you can screw in, so you're not screwing through the console. Pretty cut and dry. Just gonna stick these back in here. Console is just screwed to the deck, stainless steel screws. There's 5200 to seal them. Nice beaded caulk around it. Like I said, inside of the console stays completely dry, and that's why I didn't put the rod holders in. So, hope that makes sense. I'm going to... Yeah, the rod holders on the gunnels are definitely, you know, they're cheap. Perco, they were what were on the boat. I reused them. This one angles out, that one's straight back. Pop-up cleats on the back, light base, pretty standard. Same thing on this side, pop-up cleats. And with this, to get to those pop-up cleats, you can see that gap right here. You can get your hand up under there to get to those nuts on the back of those cleats, which is why they're in the place they're in. That's about as far forward as I could go with them. So, the engine, I've got a stainless steel plate on the bottom, because we fished a lot in shallow water and it was getting skinned up. It's not broken. I 100% guarantee that. That's just on there because I knew eventually it probably would get broken if we kept running around in shallow water with nothing to protect it. So that's in real good shape. You can see the props got some little bit of use to it, but pretty good. You can see, I mean, the motor is new. Yamaha brand cover, fits specifically for this motor. Go ahead and open the hood up so you can see. I'll show you the outside. Yeah, like I said, the engine has 70 hours on it, so you know it's brand new. But I'll pop this open here. So, as you know, this carbureted motor, real simple technology, really easy for any experienced mechanic to work on. Never had any problems with it. There's a small oil tank on the engine. Never had any problems with it whatsoever, and I don't expect that you would. Let's see. You can see there's the serial number, the model number. So the whole reason I bought the engine was for its simplicity, and they've just been around forever, and they're bulletproof. So my truck is just a 6-cylinder Ford F-150. Tows this boat like it's not even back there. I think the tow capacity is like, on the truck, is maybe 6,500. I can tow this thing at any speed I want down the highway. Really easy to tow. I'm gonna grab my keys. I'll show you. So, just gonna show you here. I don't even know if you can see that, but 70 hours. This shows your RPMs. This little bar at the bottom shows that you have oil in the tank. That's your trim gauge. And there's some different stuff. Hours on a trip. I don't even know what all the functions you can do with it. It's pretty basic though. Looks like the glare is bad. I hope you can see that. that's pretty much it. I'll stand back off here, you know, another 10 or 15 feet so you can see how to. Hope I didn't scare you with the paint. It's really not that bad. I'm kind of OCD like you are, I can tell, and it didn't bother me all that much. You know, if the boat were blue underneath and you could see it easily, then I would have painted it. But boat looks good, it's clean, and I'm looking forward to making this deal. So I hope this video was helpful, and I'll talk with you soon. Thanks.